And we're back. And we're just going to wrap up the last little bit of field here doing the headland. If you want to even call it a headland, I think it's a little small probably to technically be considered a headland. But we're going to go ahead and lower this back down and drag this around this last little bit of an edge to get these little corners. You can see where my east and west poles across the field didn't quite cover. And grab that there. I'm actually going to lift up here. And then we'll drop it back down for this corner right here. And wrap up this. And then we'll just come north right here along the end of the field. It's coming up right on 2 o'clock, or just actually rolled past 2 o'clock in game time in September, which is just about right. Could have went a little faster, but overall not terrible. And we still have some daylight left, which I'm very happy about because this field, I believe, so I lifted that up. Let me turn this off. Before I fold it up, let's actually check our map. So here's our field 41. You can now see that it is all wheat to match the field 4 up there that we harvested. It is all green and planted. We did a pretty good job of getting everything. There's like a little bit right here that we missed and a little bit right there, and you have to really kind of squint to see it. But coming over here, it's all a different blue now because this one needs lime. This one's fully fertilized. This one, I believe that's needs rolling and should be partially fertilized. So here's the partially fertilized, and this shows better the spots that we missed. There's obviously little dots around the outside. Some of those are lime dots. And then, so we're going to need to roll this, and that will uncover our one stage of fertilization underneath on the map here. So we're going to go ahead and fold this up and take this back to the farm and grab our roller, and we'll get started on rolling here. That is a short commute. I love that field right across from our farm. Doesn't take long to get here. I did, in the time that it took to seed all that, I did have to refill the seeds, and what was left of the fertilizer. As you can see, there's our little trailer, and our one bag of seeds has fallen off, which is actually better than it was. It had been strapped to the trailer, so it tipped the entire trailer over because it wasn't very balanced. So there's that. I can't remember. I was thinking that we had bought a roller, but now I'm panicking thinking that we don't actually have a roller yet. So that's silly. I'm going to have to, after we get this parked up, I'm going to have to look and see if we actually have a roller or if we don't have a roller yet for this. So we're going to go ahead and hop back in here. And then this was parked. I know we have a weeder, which we bought. I don't think we have a roller yet. Well, shucks. There goes that plan of getting this done before dark. Oh, these trees are... So there's the weeder that we bought. Whoops. Let me get this straightened out here. And we'll get this looped in. And hopefully straightened out. And now we'll get through the trees. And back this up into here. And leave that there. Yeah, we don't have a roller. If I had a roller, I would have put it somewhere, and I don't have a roller stash anywhere. So let's just go into here. I do want to get that roll. Ooh, afternoon deals. Big plow. No thanks. That cedar was already in there. Yeah, we don't have a roller. So let's look at the rollers real quick. I do want to roll this, actually. I thought rolling would be a great job for me to start at the end of this episode, and then I can catch you up when I finish that next episode with the same kind of cut that we did on this one. But I forgot that we didn't have a roll. I'm doing a couple of series at the same time, and I'm pretty sure I've been rolling over on Somerset Farms and possibly on another one as well. Okay, I'm just missing them now. Where are my... Rollers. Here we go. Rollers. So here's the two rollers, 140/40. I like these mod ones because they're cheaper. So this one is only 15,000. We still don't have enough money. This farming thing is getting expensive, guys. So we had a $5,000 loan. Now it's a $20,000 loan. You don't have to click off the rollers. You were just there. So I like this one. It is 6 meters. It's cheap. It gets the job done. We're going to go ahead and buy that. All right, so we're going to zip down to the farm store and pick this up. Probably should have just cut across field 19 because we're running out of daylight here, guys. I know it doesn't look like it, but it's September. And the sun starts going down quick here at the end of the year. Anyway, I'm really happy with how that field went. I do have actually some, I'm calling it B-roll at this point, but I have some footage of me planting all of that I recorded. I'm not going to cut it in here, I don't think. If I did, then I'm a liar, and I apologize. But I did take, 4 or 5 short videos of me planting that as well. So I might cut one of them in, and you would have seen it already at this point if you did. But that helps me. But I don't think I'm going to put it in the episode, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So it was nice to do, and I'm glad that I did it manually, and I'm glad we got the coverage that we did, and I demonstrated quite a bit of it before I cut anyway, so I don't think anyone's going to be surprised with how I did it. But overall, for the first roll over the field, I thought that went well. For the first time through doing that field we had never done work on before, and every field's going to be a little different as we're getting used to them. But I've been pretty satisfied, I guess is what I'm trying to say, with the coverage that we got on that. So that works out well. Again, we do have to go over the fields, and so I did bring the weeder back. What is this? This is our cultivator. That's silly. Yeah, so I brought the weeder back. I did not have a chance to bring the cultivator back yet, but that's because and so yeah, this mod roller here got set down backwards. I coming in at a weird angle, so let me get backed up to it so I can hook it up. And it sits flat, but then you can fold it. This is the same one I believe I have on the Somerset Farm series. I just like it because it's a cheap little roller. It's 6 meters, isn't huge, but it does get the job done. But for $15,000, like, I just don't want to spend $140,000 on a roller, just for 2.5% yield bonus. But I do like the idea of rolling after you plant to just kind of pack in that soil and allow those seeds to germinate. So I think it is a good tool, and I like that it's an option that you get to do. And for some of you who, say that I'm taking the easy way out by taking off periodic plowing and taking off field stones, I am adding and rolling as another time over the field. It's not that I don't want to go over the field multiple times. I just, periodic plowing for me, I just end up using a 6-meter plow, kind of like this, a mod plow to do it, where I pull straight behind, because the plows with the long, what do you call it? Tines is not the right word, but the long, big fins that go into the ground are just really hard to use and get a consistent coverage for your field. So I just feel like it takes me forever to plow with those, which maybe it does, and that's probably okay. But so I end up just cheating and using a mod plow that looks pretty much just like this, where it's 6 meters and it's directly behind, because then I don't mind plowing at all, because it's just another time over the field. But I don't know. So anyway, we're going to do this here with the roller. And so if we take this and pretty much you just drop it down and get in there, it's really hard to see where you've been when you're doing it like this. You can kind of see it's just a little bit brighter and it changes the direction. So, and let me just make sure that's working. Should be, but yep. So we're taking off that needs rolling status. Ooh, but 6 meters is what it is. So, and where I did the other part of the field, breaking into the sections like that, for rolling I tend to do just one continuous because I don't actually have to pick it up. And I worry more about rolling when, or we're worried about my rows and everything like that when I'm planting to get full coverage. For this, I'm just going to do the best that I can, and I tend to outline it and then just kind of drop a loop in and outline it again and just sort of work my way around. And so obviously I'm not going to get full coverage all the way to the edge, but that's okay. This is only gives you a 2.5% bonus. I think that the better, more crop-friendly way would just be to do a continuous roll where you don't have to drive over anything a bunch of times, because doing what I did with the planter resulted in me like driving over certain sections of the field 8 or 10 times because I had to do like 3 and 6 point turns just to get that planter lined up to do the rows, which again I think worked out well. We got great coverage, as you see this giant line that I missed here. We got great coverage except for this giant area that I just, you can see on screen now. No, we got great coverage with the planting, doing it like that. I just, for the rolling, I tend to just throw it on cruise control and just sort of work my way around and follow my line. And we'll see when we get to the middle of the field, maybe we'll do it a little bit different. But that's kind of all I'm going to say about that. So planting is done. We're hoping, we're fighting the sunset as I turn on my lights here to try to get this thing rolled before dark. And then essentially we will be into October and we will be past the planting range for anything. So we'll start working on cultivating some of those other fields, doing the field prep, getting some things put away on the farm itself. Here's that section that I missed that you could see in the when we talked about covering the whole field at the beginning of this second segment. But so it's just going to be field prep for the next episode or two, mainly cultivation. I might just cut both of those other 2 fields as I cultivate them into just one cultivation episode. Unless you guys want to see multiple cultivation episodes, you can drop a comment, let me know. But my plan is probably just to do one cultivation episode, and I will do that here, and then I'll kind of skip through like November, December, January or something like that, with just doing cultivating here and there and getting kind of caught up on all of that stuff. But once we hit spring, hopefully our fields will be turned to the point where we're ready to plant. Oh, also weeding. It'll probably be 2 episodes because I'll probably have one where I'm weeding the same field that I'm rolling right now with the manual weeder that we bought. And once we get those weeds off, then it's another stage of fertilization, which we don't have a little fertilizer for yet, like the manual fertilizer. We haven't purchased it yet. So we'll have to decide if we're going to do fertilization this time around or not, because it's so expensive. And we would have to buy something to do it with. So who knows? I was hoping that I could talk long enough to get to the beginning, but we're still working our way around the edge once because I wanted to show you the map. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you liked it, give it that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching my videos. I like it. I enjoy making them. I hope that you enjoy watching them. But we're going to wrap up here, and I'm going to show you the map here just to show the outline of pulling off that need rolled status. here when we get to the corner of the episode, or the corner of the field. Then we'll go ahead and stop the episode and go from there. I don't think I did that part yet, but we'll just see. Yeah, I still need to go north and south across this edge. But as you can see, I'm taking off the powder blue, and it's revealing the one stage of fertilization blue behind that as well. So we'll get as much of this covered, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.